Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and welcome back to Local and Global on FM22, and we are unemployed. Last episode we left KV Mechelen after a pretty disastrous end to our season. We lost 7 out of 7 playoff games, including the European playoff final against Ghent, meaning that we did not leave Mechelen with European football, unfortunately. So we have resigned. We have jumped ahead about a week and a half to see what sort of jobs we can get. We've applied for some jobs. We're going to go through our first interviews today, and then hopefully by the end of the video we'll have an idea of what sort of job we're going to be in for club number 4. If you're enjoying this series, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. Let's jump into job hunt number 3 of the series. So here I am, unemployed after leaving KV Mechelen, with no trophies, with no European football, one Belgian Cup final. Taking you back to last episode, we had a really disastrous end to the season. The Championship group, we lost all 6 games without scoring a single goal, finished 4th in that Championship playoff group, took on AA Ghent for a chance to qualify for the Europa Conference League, and we lost 3-1 at home, scoring a goal, but ultimately just a really disastrous run at the end of the season. But you'll notice Denis is shortlisted. He's valued at between about 6 and 20 million, which would be, you know, that's good. That's good. He's not long turned 17. I'm going to make it my mission to sign this player somewhere down the line, either at my next club or at a future club. I want this guy back in my team sooner rather than later. I don't really want anyone else getting their hands on him, because he is by far the best player I've ever seen come through a youth intake. And I want to try and, you know, keep track of him, try and bring him along if we can. Before we get into the job hunting, let's look at some of our past clubs. Starting off with our very first club, Tunbridge Angels, we started this series with. They stayed up in the National League South. They got promoted last season, and then they finished in 20th place, avoiding relegation by 4 points. So well done to them for that. Looking at our Gibraltarian friends, Europa FC, they are top of the National League. They did win the group, but the overall league table, Lincoln Red Imps won the title and Europa finished 2nd in the Europa Conference League. How did they get on in Europe in this season? They lost to Sampdoria, aside from Georgia. Of course, we know what happened with KV Mechelen, but during our time at Mechelen in the Christmas, we got offered a job by Brighton in the Premier League, and I want to see how they finished the season. Brighton finished in 15th place, avoiding the drop by 6 points. They were around the relegation zone. We had a few interviews sort of around the winter time, and Brighton did offer us an interview and then go on to offer us a job, which we turned down because we wanted to leave Mechelen at the end of the season to give us, you know, a full pre-season with a new club. But Brighton managed to stay up. We did get some other interviews as well from France. Angers in France offered us an interview. Nice also did interview us as well, but we weren't successful there. And looking at our reputation, we are now at a 60% reputation with a Continental A license. I thought we were working towards a pro license. Maybe we didn't quite get that far. I want a club this time around that have good finances that allow us to actually spend money and buy players. So this is the job centre. Now, I filtered out a bunch of jobs that we know we're not going to be going for. Sides sort of much further down in the leagues, and then some much, you know, lower down nations as well. So you know, you've got countries like Moldova and like Georgia, Kazakhstan. We're not going anywhere near those sides. We're too good for those teams. Also, we've turned off the leagues for Russia and Belarus for global news reasons. Don't really be managing there. Ferencvaros, 2nd place in the Hungarian league. I've applied for that. Benevento in Serie B we've applied for. 2nd to Portugal, 16th. I think they went down. So we've applied for a bunch of jobs here. Bull Salzburg. We've applied for Anderlecht, but I'm probably not going to stay in Belgium. The Leicester job is available. Leicester got relegated 19th place alongside Fulham and Bournemouth. So Leicester would be a really good job to take, I think. Financially, they should be in a good position. It's going to be difficult to keep hold of players because they went down, but That could be a really fun one, trying to bring Leicester back to the Premier League. We've also got Marseille, who finished 10th in Ligue 1. Stade Reims got relegated. Augsburg in the second tier of Germany. Lech Poznan in Poland. But we've stopped here because we have actually been offered our first pair of interviews. Augsburg have offered us an interview. So they are in the Zweite Bundesliga and they finished in 5th place. So Augsburg, definitely something that we're interested in. The other interview we've been offered is for the job at Go Ahead Eagles, who are in the Netherlands in the Eredivisie. And they finished in 12th place, 39 points. So they avoided the drop by 7 points. Sparta Rotterdam relegated with Zwolle and Excelsior. And their finances are okay, and they're a 3-star rep. So I think we can probably do better than Go Ahead Eagles. Augsburg's reputation, they're 3.5 stars. That would be a nice job to get. But we'll take these interviews and then we'll come back once we get some developments, I guess. Augsburg want us to develop youth players, play attacking football, sign players based in Germany, high pressing football. They're asking a lot. They've got a lot of things that they want us to do. They want us to win promotion. So, you know, it will be our first one of the save. But yeah, that could be fun. £10 million transfer budget, that's nice. And a 10.4 million wage budget as well. So some money to play with. That's good. They're asking a lot in the club vision, but interested in Augsburg, definitely. So we're keeping an eye on the job page. We do also have the job security page open, so we can see if anyone's in danger of losing their jobs. There's a few insecure roles here. Christiansen in Norway, Sporting Gijon in La Liga, the second division in La Liga. Xabi Alonso could be losing his job. That would be an interesting manager to replace, wouldn't it? So just keeping an eye on those screens as well. Some seasons are probably still wrapping up, so there's probably teams that haven't quite finished their seasons and are just maybe holding on to their manager until they finish. And of course, you know, 30th of June is when a lot of contracts are going to run up. So I think we'll go ahead probably a couple of weeks and see what happens sort of once we get into July. Okay, jobs become available in Turkey at Antalyaspor. I think we're good enough to avoid Turkey. If we look at the coefficients, I think what we want to be aiming for, like Turkey actually been doing really well in the coefficients. They must have had a really good season first time out. I think, I might be wrong, but I think Fenerbahce won the Conference League in that first season. That might be why they had such a good run. But they've been doing really, really well. And they're 7th in the coefficients. They're ahead of Portugal. So as it stands, I think that would mean that Turkey will get a pot 1 Champions League side. I think automatically. I feel like Antalyaspor would be a bit of a step down, but they do have secure finances. They've got a decent wage bill and they've got good training facilities. I think we can build them into a good club. So I'm going to apply for the job. Might not necessarily go for it. We're going to apply for it though. Nancy have offered us a job interview. They are in Ligue 2. And they finished in 8th place, 56 points, 5 points off the playoffs, which featured Metz and Nîmes, and it looks like Bastia, where this either got promoted from those. Okay, they want us to sign youngsters for the first team and for the future, work with a wage budget, reach the promotion playoffs, and then get promoted and stay in the division. So pretty simple. £12 million transfer budget's nice, and a wage budget of 261k. So a little bit of money to play with. Go Ahead Eagles have not even offered us the job. I probably wasn't going to go there anyway, because financially I don't think they would have been too good, and I don't think we would have had much money to play with. So that's fine. Not too disappointed about that. However, Leicester are offering us an interview. If we would be in the Championship, like surely Leicester would be one of the best sides here. Again, keeping hold of the players is going to be hard because, well, the captain's under bid from Everton for starters. And James Justin, I think, was under a transfer bid as well. So that's going to be tough, but I'm definitely taking this Leicester interview. We've also got one from Ferencváros, who were runners-up in Hungary to Fehérvár. 3 points off the top. So that would be European football. That would be nice to aim for. And Hungary, I think, were doing quite well in the coefficients as well. I think they were doing pretty good. Where are they? They're 15th, so they're a bit further down. And reputation-wise, they're 3.5 stars, so it's a high reputation club, and it's one of the best sides in the league as well. So that's definitely an option. And we had one more interview as well. Guimarães in Portugal. They finished 6th in the top league. 6th place in Portugal. So again, that's a good side. They just missed out on Europe by a point. So again, that would be a good thing to aim for, trying to get European football with Guimarães. I think they're going to be a step up from Mechelen. Like, again, rep-wise, what are they, 3 or 3.5? They're 3.5. So yeah, we've got 3 interviews there, both all with pretty good clubs. So we'll definitely be taking them. I think Leicester, are they 4 stars? They've got to be 4 stars, surely. 3? They're former league champions. That's not right. They're still owned by King Power, the Thai company, of course, which was previously owned by Vishai, who was tragically killed in that helicopter crash, and now is run by his 2 sons, I think. But it looks like they are looking to sell up and sell the club. So that could be an interesting one as well. New owners. So let's take these interviews. 3 good interviews there. Okay, Leicester want attacking and entertaining football, developing youth players and signing youngsters for the first team. Selling for a profit, spend the original transfer budget, spend as much of the transfer budget made available at the start of the season as possible. Okay, they're going to give us money to spend, it seems then. Win the league. They're looking to sell the club in the next sort of year or so. So yeah, so they want them to get back to the Premier League so that they can sell the club for more money. That's it. That seems pretty standard to me. £90 million transfer budget. In the Championship. Yes, please. And a £1.5 million wage budget. If we go to Leicester, we're signing Felicien Denis. I want that player. And Leicester will probably allow us to do that. I want this Leicester job. I want the Leicester job. Ferencváros wants to work within the wage budget. Qualify for the Champions League. Challenge and then win the title over the next couple of seasons. £21 million transfer budget. It's not too bad. 228k wage budget. I don't think players get paid a lot in Hungary anyway. But that's all right. So Ferencváros, possibility. I probably won't take it, but again, we'll see what else comes up. And Guimarães want high pressing football, work within the wage budget, qualify for Europe, best of the rest. 4 million transfer budget. It's not amazing. 462k wage budget. Okay, a little bit of money, but not nearly as much as others. Dynamo Kiev have offered us an interview. We applied for the Dynamo Kiev job. Like, 2nd place in the top tier in Ukraine. Lost the league title by 3 points to Shakhtar. And their 13th coefficients, they have dropped. But Dynamo Kiev, 3.5 stars, European football. I think Ukraine would be quite a fun place to go as well. Like, especially considering what's happening to them in the news at the moment. Sign youngsters for the first team, don't sign oldies. Best youth system in the country, sign players for profit. To sell for profit, rather. Qualify for Europe. Grow reputation. Qualify for Europe. Challenge for the title. Win the title. Okay. 11 million transfer budget. I was expecting more than that, to be honest. 700k wage budget, though. That's pretty nice. Okay. Dynamo Kiev could be fun. Okay, we have our first job offer, and it's from Nancy in Ligue 2. £5,250 a week, 12 million transfer budget, £250,000 wage budget. They've been in Ligue 2 since 2017. They've been sort of up and down. Started rising up the leagues though when they finished 8th last season. So I think we will delay it, but I doubt we'll take that one. If it gets to 2 weeks, then I think we will turn it down. But we've had our first actual job offer at the very least. Marseille have turned us down. We were unsuccessful at the French Ligue 1 side. But Ferencváros have offered us the job. So this is Hungary. They were runners-up last season. Finished 2nd place after 2 straight titles. Financially secure. 3.5-star rep. Okay. Definitely a possibility. Ferencváros could be fun. Hungary are a bit further down coefficients. I think they might be lower than Belgium. Are they lower than Belgium? Yeah, they are lower than Belgium, but it's one of the best sides in Hungary. So that has that going for it. £21.5 million transfer budget. Slightly lower wage than what we were offered at Nancy. A 230k wage budget. Attacking football, developing players. We'll be in Europe. Yeah, it's a possibility. We'll delay it. And we'll delay it a second time if we can. We usually can. But Ferencváros could definitely be an option. We've got a couple more interviews. Italyaspor in Turkey have offered us an interview. Also, Stade Reims have offered us an interview. They're in Ligue 2. They got relegated from Ligue 1, so that would be a chance to get back up to Ligue 1 with them. Financially, they're okay. So I'm not sure what sort of money we're going to be offered in terms of funding there. But we'll have a look at these interviews. Counter-attacking football and set pieces. Avoid relegation. Oh, this is the Turkish. Yeah, so stay up. Okay, we should be able to do that. 11 million transfer budget. 233k wages. And Stade Reims want us to reach the promotion playoffs and eventually get promoted to Ligue 1. They want us to work within the wage budget, sign youngsters for the first team, develop players. 4 million transfer budget's not great. 329k wage budget's all right, but it's the second division. It's Ligue 2. I don't think we'll end up going to second tier France. But again, we'll see what else comes up. I think this is going to be a tough job hunt because, you know, we need to be a bit more particular about what we're going for. We're going for less jobs, so we're going to get less offers, I think. Guimaraes unfortunately turned us down. They have instead gone with Paulo Sousa, but we do have 2 more interviews, one of which is with Red Bull Salzburg, who finished second in Austria last season. Beaten to the title by Rapid Vienna, who have won 4 of the past 5 league titles, ending the dominant run of Salzburg. Interesting. Of course, Salzburg are known for producing some fantastic players that have come through, and they do have some good players here as well. Some really interesting players here. Jason Denayer in defence, playing a back 3. Vandenberg, who was a Liverpool player for a bit. Ceballos is here. Ben Brereton Diaz, Chile's greatest export. Financially rich as well, so we'll have money to spend there, definitely. That could be an interesting one, Salzburg. Winning the Austrian title. Where are Austria? Austria are 14th. So, you know, they're lower than Ukraine, they're lower than Belgium. But Salzburg, again, one of the best sides in Austria. The other interview is with Lech Poznan, which is Poland. Poland are a bit too far down. They're in 24, so I don't think I'm interested in going to Poland, even if it's one of the best sides in Poland. But we will take the Salzburg interview. I imagine we're going to get a lot of money to spend if we go to Salzburg. Okay, develop players, sign Ghanaian and Malian players, that's specific. High pressing, possession, football, that's entertaining. Anything else? Win a cup, reach the Champions League groups, finish top 2, cup final, and then challenge and win the title. Okay, they're asking a lot, but they're one of the best sides. £20 million. Honestly, I was expecting more than that. But that is an enormous wage budget. Okay. Money to spend, a chance to really develop some really good players. Maybe sign and bring through Denis. That could be an option there. Our Augsburg application was unsuccessful, but Granada have offered us an interview. They are in La Liga. They got relegated though, so they will be in the second division this coming season. They missed out by just a point with Real Betis staying up. So Granada, but a chance to get back up to La Liga. Bit of an affiliation with them as well. I actually lived in Granada for a little while, for a few months. So that would be an interesting one to go for. 3 stars. They've been in La Liga for quite a while, since 2019, but they've just been relegated to the second division. They want us to get back up to La Liga. Simple as that. 9 million transfer budget, 690k wage budget. That's all right. Dynamo Kiev have turned us down, so we won't be going to Ukraine. Any other jobs that have come up? No. Fevar, 3rd in Hungary. We'll apply for that. No, wait. Fevar were the champions. Did their manager leave? He went to Dynamo Kiev. So that's freed up the role at the Hungarian champions. Okay, interesting. Stade Reims have offered us the job. 5k wage budget, 4 million transfer budget, 325k wages. And Benevento have offered us a job interview. They are in Serie B. They finished in 7th place. And again, financially, they're only okay. So again, we'll do the interview, but I doubt we'll go for Benevento. Oh, job offer from Antalyaspor, Turkey. So they're 8th place in Turkey. They're secure financially. Similar sort of rep to Mechelen. Bit of transfer budget. A little bit of a wage budget. 9k a week wages. Attacking set pieces. Counter-attacking they want. Avoid relegation in the Super League. Become an established side. We'll see what else comes up. Again, we'll delay it. And we'll try and delay it for a couple of weeks. Lausanne is a job that's just come up. Is that Swiss Super League? Runners up in Switzerland. Okay, I'm listening. Champions League football next season. Oh, has that really just happened? It's just reset all my bloody filters. Now it's showing all sorts of jobs. That is so annoying. It's really annoying. I don't know why it does that. It needs to be fixed. It's just reset all my bloody filters. Okay, further, the Hungarian champions have offered us an interview, but Granada have offered us the manager's job. 9,750 a week, 9 million transfer budget, 700k wage budget. Get promoted back to La Liga. I don't think they're going to have much financially. They're okay. So long term, I don't know if we'll have much in terms of money. Maybe if we win promotion, we will. Let's check out this Fervar interview, shall we? Okay, they want us to qualify for the Champions League, challenge for the title again, and win it. No philosophies or anything like that. No entertaining football, no set pieces, no counter-attacking. We're free to play however we want to play. I like that. 9 million transfer budget and not a great deal of a wage budget, but if we're one of the best teams in the country, hopefully we can continue to do well. We're into July now, so hopefully a lot more jobs will open up. Still waiting on that Leicester job. I do want to see what happens there. Ferencváros are back, I think, for the second time. So we'll delay that. I think that was the second delay. So I don't think we'll be able to delay that again. I think this time next week, I think we would have to make a decision on Ferencváros. The Leicester job is still available. Benny McCarthy is the odds-on favourite. Excuse me? He's the Rangers manager. Because he played for Blackburn for a number of years. Did not realise he played for West Ham for a season. Didn't know that. And then he played for the Orlando Pirates. Assistant manager in Belgium with Sint-Truiden. And then managed Cape Town City, Amazulu, Heerenveen, and now is the Rangers manager. And is the odds-on favourite to take charge of Leicester. So it looks like we are going to lose out on it. Because 9-2 on is pretty good odds. You know, it looks like that he's going to get that job. He's the Rangers manager, so I think he's definitely going to get that. Okay, Fervar have offered us the job. It's not a great wage, less than 3k a week, but it's 9 million transfer budget. Again, not a lot of wage budget, but it's the Hungarian champions. It's Champions League football. I think we might be able to get him into a group stage of some sort, and that would be a first for the season, a European group stage. So that would be fun. It's not a lot of money though. I'm going to delay it. Lausanne have offered us an interview. We'll see what they give us. Develop players, play defensive football, high pressing, be competitive in the Champions League. So we might go out in the first stage. Qualify for Europe this coming season, Cup semi-final, and just continue to qualify for Europe. 3 million transfer budget, 121k wages. It's not amazing, but they are the champions of Hungary. Sorry, no, that was Lausanne. That's Switzerland. Secure finance for Lausanne. They were second in Switzerland last season. So that could be fun. It'll be Champions League football. League path third qualifying round. So maybe a chance to get into group stages. I think we can definitely do that. I think that is guaranteed, actually. Because if we lose, we'll go down to the Europa League. If we lose that, I think we're in the Conference League groups. So I think that would guarantee group stage European football, which would be fun. Antalyaspor have offered us the job again. We're delaying it. We've been replaced by Andrea Pirlo at Mechelen. What? Did not realise that Pirlo was managing in Belgium. He managed at Leuven, who I think got relegated. Before that, he was at Wolves. That was after being the Juve manager. We've been replaced by Andre Pirlo. That's mental. Okay, Nancy are back once more, and I believe this is the third offer. So I think that we either have to take it or leave it now. So just a reminder, they're in Ligue 2. They were in Ligue 2 last season. They finished 8th. They're a half-star rep lower than Mechelen. I think we're going to be turning this down. Let's just check if we can delay it once more. No, it's been rejected. So I think we are going to walk away from Nancy. It's decent transfer budget, but I think they're going to be stuck in mid-table in France. So I think we will walk away from Nancy. I think this day, we get the third offer from Ferencváros. That's one that is kind of jumping out at me. Of course, Leicester's the one that we've been waiting for that hasn't come back to us yet, but it looks like that may well go to somebody else. Ferencváros could be an option. But we'll get to the 8th. We'll see if we get that offer, and then I think we'll probably end things there. And by the end of next video, we will definitely have a club. So there is the Ferencváros offer. There's the Granada offer as well. We'll delay that. They've rejected that as well, actually. So we need to make a choice on Granada. Chance to maybe go back to La Liga, get promotion back. Ferencváros, I believe we can't do again as well. Yes. So Ferencváros and Granada both want decisions now to either agree to join or to delay. We're still waiting for some other people to come back to us as well. So we have a few things on the table. Just looking at what we've applied for. Malmo, who have yet to give us an interview. Lausanne in Switzerland. Fervar have offered us a job and we've delayed that. And Antalyaspor have. Granada. Stade Reims, I think we're probably going to turn down. They're in Ligue 2. Leicester is kind of the one that we're waiting for, that we want. But I think Mccarthy is going to get that. So we've got a few things open to us. We've got a couple of jobs that we either have to take or leave right now. So we're going to leave it here for today. I'll leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. Possibly by the time of the next video, we will have a job. We will, at the very least, be joining a new club at the end of the next video, or by the end of the next video. But we're going to leave it here for today. We've got a couple of job offers here that we could take. We've got a couple that we're waiting to hear from as well. So we've got a few options out there, and I guess we'll wait and see where we go. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments, subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. And yes, by the end of the next video, we will have our 4th club. We've got a few options available to us. Because there's that one side that we're waiting for, that job that I really want, that we haven't heard back from. But we have a few options, and I guess we're going to weigh them up and see what we're going to do. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.